Hey gang, Vince Welch, Vince's Wood and Wonders. Thanks so much for stopping into the shop. Where have you been? Where have I been? Where have you been? Alright, maybe it was me. But I've been all over. So, symposiums throughout the entire year. I've been to, gosh, Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Went to Waco, of course. Chicago has their biannual symposium. Tennessee this year, first of the year. Went to Virginia, went to Georgia. Been all over the place. So it's been a busy year, no doubt. And it's great to get back into the shop, get some turning done. So got some things, we've got so much to catch up on, so many things to talk about. A lot of new product, got some specials going on, need to let you know about now and coming up. And I thought while we were talking about it that we would take time out and turn a Christmas Ornament Globe. Got some ambrosia maple, and we'll be turning it out of this ambrosia maple. And I'm not, you know, you don't turn these throughout the whole year. You only tend to turn them maybe once or twice a year. So I hope this turns out. Let's see how it works out. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so I have a dimension already pre-measured here. Let's see here where we're at. There we go, on the calipers. So I know what diameter I want this globe to be. So let's get it round and get it to that shape, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so as you can see, we're going to be removing some material here, just getting a basic shape on the ornament. And on this back cut, I take a heavier cut, removing some material, and then coming right back behind to remove some material so that I'll have better access and be able to get to the bottom or the back side of the ornament as I need to. And from there, we're just going to start refining the shape a little bit. Again, just removing some material and getting that ornament shaped up to the right size. So usually, because I like a very flat surface right here at the top and or the bottom, depending on how this lines out. So generally, I don't like a complete sphere. I like something that is a little bit more this type of shape. So we'll keep working on this, get this lined out. Okay, so I've got my basic rough shape here, and what I'm going to do from this point is go ahead and drill the center out. So let me do that now. I first started with a 5/8 bit, and now I use a 1/2 inch, a little bit smaller. I'm able to get in there and get everything hollowed with just the 1/2 inch, so that tends to work pretty good. By the way, if you've ever bought bits before, first set of bits I bought were probably not the most premier, and these are Porter cable bits, and while they're not the most premier as well, they are definitely a lot better, and you definitely get what you pay for. The other bits I just didn't know, and I used them for as long as I could, but always struggled with things jamming up. Once this bit gets inside the globe and or the pepper mill or whatever you happen to be working on, if you don't have a really sharp tool, it's going to tend for things to get bound up, the shavings to get bound up inside. So go ahead, spend a little extra and get the nicest bits you can afford. So I'm going to turn this down to about 500-600 RPM, and I'm just going to rough guesstimate on what the distance is here. Now, get things too terribly technical. All right. As you can tell, I enjoy backing the bit out to also help prevent shavings from building up. And at this point, I'm going to use a tool that has really been a lifesaver for me in regards to these globes. And that's the hunter tools. I use 2 different hunter tools. I use the straight, and then also I use the hook tool, the bent tool, and I just find these things just absolutely great in regards to hollowing small vessels like this. And you know, with these carbide tip tools, you don't have to go real crazy on the speed. Just make sure that you have your point lined out. Give yourself a little bit, as opposed to coming in straight at 12 o'clock. Come in more at 11 or even 10:30. And just a nice light touch gets the job done. Another great tool I use to measure when it comes to these globes is the Tolly ornament measuring tool. With this tool, I'm able to insert the one end and leave this end, the bald end, on the outside of the tool or of the globe, and from there I'm able to get a measurement up here as to what the distance is in regards to my thickness. So it's just a really nice tool. You can see I'm still thick. See if I can get a better shot here. I'm still a little bit thick towards the outer diameter of the globe, and that's okay. All I did really with that first tool is just kind of clear the way, and so now we're going to use the second tool. And part of the trick in using this tool is to make sure that the bent area of the tool is not sitting on the tool rest. You want the straight part of the shaft to be resting on the tool rest, which means that the tool rest needs to come back just a little bit. Give it a dry run, make sure that you're in good shape here, which we are. Again, with these carbide tools, because they're so sharp, it's just the lightest of touch.